So I know a few of you are not going to be continuing studying with us. You're moving to New York, and I think you're moving to Los Angeles, right? Okay. So I just want to address that for those of you that are going to be going other places to study. How do you find the right teacher for you? How do you find the teacher of the Meisner technique for you? That's really the question. So if I can offer any help at all, it's this. There's a lot of teachers out there teaching the Meisner technique. A lot. You open up the trade papers in LA, it's comical, right? And again, I've told the story many times. I was on tour recently teaching, and I was trying to find the facility, and I walked up to I was lost, and another teacher in the hallway saw me and said, can I help you? I said, yes, I'm here to teach a class. I'm a guest teacher. And he goes, oh, what do you teach? And I said, the Meisner technique. And he goes, oh, yeah, I was going to teach that, but hey, everybody's doing it. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And so there it is. Sandy once said, every time the rent's due, there's 1,000 actors who run around and call themselves acting teachers, right? And he also said, I can't tell you how many claim to have studied with me. And then he said, just because you did study with me doesn't mean I want you teaching. So there it is. Trust me, there's an enormous difference between being a student in Sanford Meisner's class and then going out and teaching the information, earning that chair to teach, earning that chair, right? So there it is. There were only a handful of people in Sandy's 60-plus years of teaching that he saw the qualities that he believed were integral to being the type of teacher of his work. And so it's a short list, and being a part of that list is a tremendous honor, and one, again, I don't take lightly. And having been the last one bestowed that honor does not make me better than or anything, just incredibly lucky and blessed. But I can tell you that it also is something that that I recognize very clearly was a tremendous gift and opportunity. And by that I mean it's just a world of difference between, again, being a student in Sandy's class and then being trained to teach the information, and especially to being trained to teach the information by Sandy. Now, because that's such a short list, most teachers out there of Sandy's way, a lot of them didn't even study with Sandy. They studied with somebody who studied with somebody who may have studied with Sandy, or maybe the lineage is even closer. Maybe they studied with somebody who studied with Sandy, something like that. And that's my point. Look, there's some wonderful teachers, believe me, on this planet, teaching the Meisner technique who never studied with Sanford Meisner. There are. And so my advice to you as you move to Chicago is to just trust your gut. I mean, there it is, right? In Los Angeles, for example, two of Sandy's great legendary teachers, Bob Carnegie at the Playhouse West, Bill Alderson at the William Alderson Studios. They earned their chair, believe me. But now they've trained people to teach. The wonderful, talented actor Jimmy Perrick, who's on the HBO's True Blood, he's now teaching at the Playhouse West. Trust me, he's earned his chair. And Bob sees something in him and is investing in him. Your teacher here at this school, Melissa Thompson-Asaya, studied with me, obviously. She was trained by me, but I'm going to tell you something else. Talk about earning that chair, the hours, months, years that she sat right there without pay, earning that chair. She never studied with Sanford Meisner, and she's an extraordinary teacher. So I'm just saying to you is just trust your gut. You'll know. And ever since Sandy's passed, there's been a lot of people who have made claims, and anyone can throw up a website. That's obvious, right? So just trust your gut. And I can tell you the qualities, besides knowing the information, but the quality and characteristic that Sandy valued most in a teacher was humility. that it's not about you. It's not about, you're not bigger than the information. One of Sandy's great proteges, I won't say names, but they had a big falling out in the early 90s over this very topic, because Sandy felt very clearly that this person that his ego had overtaken the teachings and had become about him. And he didn't feel that he was teaching Sandy's way anymore. And so he asked him to quit telling people he taught the Meisner technique. You know? So just trust your gut, humility, and the fact that they are dedicated to serving you, honestly, to doing everything they can to elevate you, that it's not about them. That would be my advice. So hope that helps. Okay?